It's Saturday,
Yes, it is.
I think.
Yes, it is Saturday.
I don't know. I did this trip yesterday.
Yes, you did. IT for the racetrack.
Yep.
We're off to the racetrack. Blue skies. A little warm today. Should be a nice, hot and sticky day. Got a big 30 lapper tonight. Finally.
Yes, today is the Triple
actual-
Crown.
The Miller
Light Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. I'm hoping I keep my streak alive and make the feature. And let's see if we can do run all 30 laps. Went over the car after our little incident last week. Everything seems to be good. We'll shake it down to practice and see what happens. But hopefully we'll have a good day. I don't see why not. And then we'll check in once we get to the racetrack.
Why?
I gotta see the main.
Why do we need props? We don't need props.
I just want to make sure that these are the sedan ones. We gotta get the running boards over there. This is all painted and stuff like that. So, are we rolling?
We've been rolling.
Oh, great. This needs more editing for you.
No, it doesn't. This is, minimal editing. All I add is transitions, and I'll cut out caution laps.
Yes.
Nobody wants to watch you meander around the track for 10 minutes.
No, not because of me. Well, sometimes it is.
At least one of the cautions this past weekend was because of you.
Yes, it was me. The mysterious bump in the back that spun me out.
The bump he ran over on the track, and
Exactly.
he's like, "Oh, I was hit." I'm like, "No, you weren't."
No, it felt like I was hit. Anyway,
So you made the feature again.
yes, we had our first 30 lap, the Miller Lite Triple Crown Series race this past weekend.
6 cars.
36 cars.
I think there were 2 cars that were technically the same driver. So
Yes, we've had, there was a good field of cars again, and we still don't have all of our regulars. But yet we have a lot of new guys, new kids. So we started out in practice. Track was a little slick in the beginning, a little trouble hooking up the front end. Had some good pace. Wasn't my best, but it felt good.
and I was actually able to get to you and then chat between the practice rounds.
Yeah, between the practice rounds, she pointed out some things that were not happening to my driving. The second round of practice felt much better. Again, very tricky little track here at Riverhead. Caught some slower cars in practice, in the second practice. Backed off, caught them again. To my surprise, the outside groove was there. So, a little different line, which is, we're all concentrating and focused on this one line that's the fastest around the track, but during a race, obviously, you can't run that perfect line for fast speeds. Did find some grip to the outside coming out of 2, which, if you watch the heat race, which will be in the video, I was able to have a good heat race. Started second, finished third, led 6 laps.
And took the lead
on
on
the start. It was overall a good. I was proud of how I drove. Obviously, watching it and rewatching it to learn the mistakes I made, to point out to myself, saying, "Yep, there was a bobble there. There was a little bobble there.
it's
I
not
could have
even
done this. I could have done that." Again, this is my 3rd full season racing any type of car in a competitive season. First one in the coupe. I have grown so much as a driver. I was very happy with it, even though it was just a 3rd place finish.
No, it wasn't just a 3rd place finish. It was a podium finish.
A podium finish, yes. But I had some good side-by-side racing. And I didn't just let these cars go. I fought, overdrove it once, got, not out of control completely, but there was a few instances where I said, "Yep, right there is where I lost momentum. I got it back, and this and that." Again, learning, never stop learning. So I was really happy with that result. I was more nervous in that heat race because of the opportunity to say, wow, I have a good chance of finishing really good, and I did. So I was proud of myself for not panicking or driving over my head. I hopefully it gained some respect, and some people earned my respect. Feature-wise, we started 16th. Again, field gets so strung out that by the start, after one lap on the start or a restart, I'm a half a lap behind the leaders. And it doesn't take long for them to catch up. I did get a lap down.
But it was with like 4 laps to go.
So we did have a good run, stayed out of trouble. There was a couple of situations that, were happening in front of me. We had good communication with the tower as far as, cautioning on the tracks, back it down where it was. So we had good communication with the tower now. Not that it was a bad issue, it was just that we have a new race director, and he doesn't realize that, they are our spotters in our division, since we don't have two-way radios.
But
we don't have any other communication but from the tower.
It's clearer and
yes.
easier to decipher.
I'm happy for our race director, Sean, to take advice, I won't say criticism, because I wasn't criticizing him at all, but just communication between... Feedback. To say that, we can't hear, and things happen so quickly in our division that, there's only one set of eyes and 26 cars out there. It's hard. It's a hard job. So we're happy with that.
Which is, speaking to that, that's how I knew nobody hit him, because I'm the one who has to go search the footage to figure out the cause of some of these incidents.
I was on the infield getting out of the way of the leaders, and I probably just gunned it a little bit too much over a bump, and I looped it.
It's like the early days of driving this beast.
Yes. This good learning curve.
She slowly
back to life.
Yep. We got.
I was hoping to have it race ready this weekend.
We got new seatbelts.
But life is getting in the way.
Yeah. Speaking of life, as this video is live.
Yes.
It's your birthday.
Yes, it is my birthday. Be Wednesday, June 5th will be my birthday.
Which is when this video goes live, so anybody will hear it. So tell everybody in the comments, tell him happy birthday. He is an old man. He will be 60 tomorrow. By the time you see this, he will be 60.
I will be 60 years old.
What time of the day were you born? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you that. I don't think they had. I think they had the hourglass type thing. The rain coming down back in those days.
Sundials.
The sundials. Any ancient type of time thing. I think that's when they had it back then.
Speaking of ancient, I'm going to bring it up now, but I'll bring it up again in a future video. That there's a trophy.
With a car on it.
With a car on it.
Not a bowler. A car on it. So, in 2 weeks...
June 22nd.
June 22nd is an anniversary of me gaining that trophy. And I didn't go to a thrift store and bought it. Or buy it. I earned it. Back in the day when they had spectator drags out of Riverhead.
So, in 2 weeks it'll be, what? Hold on, math. 40 years.
40 years since I won that trophy.
So he is capable of winning races, folks. It just in this, it's not likely going to happen with our current field. They're younger and just inherently better. He's just out here. You see that letter M that we have on the car? That stands for crazy old men. Which he is, officially. As of when this video is going live.
I'm having a blast in my life. Not many people can say, go golf, go this. No. I'm working on race cars. I'm driving race cars. I'm having a blast. So, enjoy your life. But let's get back. Off of me. My personal stuff. So... You
made the feature. You survived the feature.
Brought it home in one piece. I don't have to fix my bumpers.
Hold
on. Stats Auto Garage Special. We put tabs on bumpers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's all.
That's the only one that I think is missing a tab completely.
I cut it off to weld it on another one.
Yeah, well. So, if you need your bumpers welded, come find him in the pits. He'll help you out.
So,
and he'll paint them for you.
So yes, our teammates are struggling a little bit, and hopefully one will figure out something tomorrow night with Top Secret Motorsports. Ace Jeff Ferrugio, hopefully get Steve Harding back on track. Kevin. This Kevin. He just needs to
stop thinking,
get angry. I'm going to kick him somewhere so he gets angry at me.
Oh, can I help?
No. It'll hurt him. And our other young driver, Will Sapala, had a misfortune of breaking a trailing arm bolt, causing the drive shaft to pop out.
Do you want to point out what those...
No, that's
oh, it's back there.
It's in the back here. The bolt that holds this arm in here broke, and then pulled the drive shaft out and broke a U-joint.
And broke part of that stuff.
And he thought his day was done, but Jeffrey Ferrugio and his father brought their second car out to shake down, and they were kind enough to let young Will Sapala hop in it, and he actually was running good in it until the feature race, and he had to be towed off.
I don't even think that was his fault.
I don't know.
I think he got caught up in that massive multi-car wreck.
But I don't know if he was the first one in it or he created it.
No, that was the 4 that spun that started that whole chain reaction.
So we'll go review that in the future.
But regardless,
we're not pointing fingers at
check it out on Flow Racing, where
Flow Racing,
Riverhead
Raceway.
Riverhead Raceway TV is the YouTube channel. It's one of those, I know they post some of their stuff. Check out all their social media, because we wouldn't be doing this without them.
Yes. Again, always kudos to Riverhead Raceway. Thank you for everything they do with us. Thank you to all our sponsors. Precision International, the TD Group. TE Group. TE Group, Bill. I'll get it right eventually.
The TD is the bank.
Sats Auto Garage.
I'm not climbing over everything.
No. Sasano and Sons.
Here.
Lasting Impressions. Hardman's Auto. Dennis at Oval Speed. Anybody who helps out, like, subscribe, hit buttons, or tickety-tacker buttons, whatever I would do now. Anyway. We're having a blast. We're having a good season so far. I'll hope to keep the momentum up.
We're 5 for 5.
We kind of got lucky in our heat race because we didn't have too many heavy hitters.
Listen, no. For the first time, you have triple crown points. We're gonna silver linings. You have triple crown points.
So looking back at it, I'm wrong in saying I didn't make an extra long distance race.
You have made the Sarah Sylvester once, I think.
I slipped 300.
It's not an extra distance race, is it?
Yes, it is. Because that's when I was black flagged because the engine was smoking in this thing. So anyway, during the regular season, the Triple Crown, I've actually got Triple Crown points. We're having a good season. We're having fun. And I'm looking at my left front tire going flat.
Don't kick it. Is it the valve stem again?
I don't know.
No, at least that's not usually the one you bounce off the wall.
No, I haven't scraped any wall yet.
Opening night. You ran 2 laps in the feature.
I didn't scrape the wall. I hit the wall. There's a difference there. So we're going to have to put our new left front on. We're going to get that one out of rotation until I find out what's wrong with it.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem.
Okay.
But So yes, hopefully we'll have another strong field of cars. Hopefully I can keep my my driving par up to par and keep everybody as we're slowly putting this one back out, because we have people who want to try out a Legends car. We have somebody who wants to race it. So I figure it's a good car to get in it and learn these cars. Just different mindset of how to get started in racing. We'll make a video on that. My thoughts, my experience learning and driving these cars compared to buying a brand new car and not knowing anything about it.
We'll talk about that during one of our off weeks when, you know.
That'll be a separate video of, we'll have a sit-down discussion with the pros and cons of buying an old car versus buying a brand new car.
And even buying a sedan versus a coupe.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll talk about that in one of the off weeks when we won't have any. He won't be at the track. I will.
Well, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Okay.
Support the track. I'll be a fan in the stands.
You'll actually get to watch. Yeah, if you find him and get him to sign an autograph, you know, we'll give you a shout out. Tag us, tag Riverhead. You know, we'll definitely give you a shout out if you you manage to find him.
That's a wrist flat.
Anyways, while he's busy caressing tires, I gotta go edit videos. So.
On the flip side,
Can't even say it right.
I can't.